Hello, my name is Tom Reid. I am the International Vice President for the IBEW 1st District, Canada. On March 8th, we observe International Women's Day, a day where we celebrate the accomplishments of women and girls and recommit to addressing the issues that they still face regarding gender inequities. The IBEW has a long history of engaging and supporting women in the labor movement. Women have belonged to the IBEW since the 1800s and even chartered an all-women's local in 1897. Women also played a pivotal role in the Winnipeg General Strike. The telephone operators who were the first to walk off the job later became members of IBEW Local 435. Today, women work in all branches of the IBEW. These strong, intelligent, and dedicated members continue to push this organization towards diversity, equity, and inclusivity, which makes the IBEW stronger for all workers. We thank these women for paving the way for future generations and showing the labor movement is stronger when we engage and support everyone. Women have continued to break barriers when it comes to leadership. Many IBEW sisters hold elected positions within their local unions, including business manager, president, local union officers, executive board members. They also hold many staff positions within the IBEW, from business reps, agents, organizers, and international representatives. Most recently, women reached another milestone with the appointment of Gina Cooper as the first international vice president in the IBEW out of the 4th District. The appointment of Sister Cooper solidifies what we've always known, which is women belong in every level of leadership in the IBEW. We are also very proud of the programs we have in place to support our female members, from our women's committees to our women's conferences. However, we also recognize that there is still much work to be done. Women are still underrepresented in many of our branches and face barriers to enter and continue working in these fields. We must also recognize that these are not problems strictly for women to solve. As male allies, we must lift up our sisters' voices and listen to the changes that need to be made. We must support these women in their work for equality and continue to encourage them to take on leadership roles. Women's issues are human issues. The IBEW is the greatest union in the world, and we have an obligation to be leading this change. This Women's Day, we acknowledge all of the great women who make us proud to be members of the IBEW, and we also recommit to continuing this work and leading the way for women's equality in the labor movement. We recognize also that it's a well-documented fact. COVID-19 has had a disproportionate and much more severe impact on women and other marginalized groups. Many women have been forced to leave the workplace to provide needed childcare due to daycare center restrictions and shutdowns. School closures have resulted in many children being taught virtually at home. Additionally, women are often the primary caregivers for elderly, high-risk loved ones. Women have also been disproportionately impacted due to the fact that many are still employed in lower income occupations that have been forced to shut down due to the pandemic. International Women's Day is not just about women in the IBEW and the labor force or the labor movement. It is about women and girls everywhere. So please take a moment to reach out and recognize the women or girls who have had an impact in your life, be they a coworker, employee, partner, child, sibling, loved one, or an acquaintance. In closing, I want to thank all of the women in the IBEW and the world, and I also want to challenge all of my brothers in the IBEW and the men in my life to make this the year we make lasting change. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to your continued efforts in reaching these very important goals.